That is definitely a hand. We've got 2 probably redundant removal spells. I think we can replace this. These 2 are sort of redundant as well. I guess Sunsteel is more resilient over the course of the game. Thunderhorn is probably better if they're playing tempo because it'll force them to spread out or get belted for a bunch of AoE damage. In terms of not dying to stuff, they're both about the same. Each will die to like a general hit plus a 3/3 attacking. I think Sunsteel is probably better, but I'm going to keep the Thunderhorn because I've genuinely never played one before. This is like the first time I've actually drawn it. I think I'll replace the Funsteel. Although that said, if we hit Flash Reincarnation, I'd rather Flash Sunsteel than Thunderhorn. But Groveline is really good against Lionel. It's kind of a necessary thing. So I'm going to ship this guy. Okay, well we have a curve. Mist turn 1, Tar turn 2, Thunderhorn, Lava Slasher, Groveline. It's pretty reasonable. That's interesting. Normally I think you'd want to come forward and take the center in our opponent's position. Maybe they're playing control. Sojourner? Same spell. Okay. That would be why, if they've got a bad minion. Let's replace this Groveline, see if we can hit Flash Reincarnation. No. That's good though. Take the center, and I guess I'll just plop the Wild Tar down here, where it can contest this mana tile, this mana tile. It can move on to this mana tile if we want to play Lava Slasher. And it's out of range of easy immolationing and stuff. This is quite a nice spot for it to be in. Like, my opponent doesn't want to come forward and attack me, for obvious reasons. They'll get punched in the face by a pig. And they don't have a good way of wholly immolationing it. Because they need to play something here, and then immolation, which they just don't have the mana for. I guess they could have, like, Blood Tear, but... whatever, go for it. Ooh, we drew a Flash, that's good. Flash Lava Slasher for a little bit of tempo. Or we can try and dig for a Mercantor. But I'm probably just dropping Thunderhorn next turn. So we get a decent attack. We can like move up, attack the general with Tar and hit whatever this is. We can't hit the Saberspine Tiger, but they're spreading it. Yeah. Opponent is heavily respecting the Tar. Which is great. I'm just going to leave this camping at the back for a while. Does that get Lava Slashed? I don't think that gets Lava Slashed. I think that gets Egg Morphed, to be perfectly honest. Unless I get lucky and draw Mercantor. Playing our own stuff. That's fine, because we can punch this with the Tar. Egg Morph. That seems a bit awkward though. Can play my own Thunderhorn and just back off. Like stand back with this, play Thunderhorn here. Come here, punch this. Overload. Or like Lava Slasher the cat maybe. If I Lava Slash the cat, I can put it here and then move on to this mana tile, overload, eat this. The Tar gets beef if the Thunderhorn comes up and attacks. And either the Lava Slasher or the Wild Tar should be able to come in and trade with the Thunderhorn. And if it hits me, I can eat it next turn with Groveline. So we'll have a 4/6 Lava Slasher, which is big enough. None of my stuff will be next to any of my other stuff. And we'll have a Keeper of the Veil for bringing back anything that dies. All of that seems good. And we're also body blocking Arjun from taking this mana tile, so, or attacking my Wild Tar. Yeah, I think that's a nice play. If I hit like Mercantor Warbeast, is that better? I can... No. Let's worry about replacing in a minute. I just need to do this real quick. Let's get rid of... Nothing. This hand is good? Nothing. This hand is good. Awesome. That's really useful if this attacks, because the Wild Target becomes bigger than it. Hello, L7. Thanks for joining. That's a thought. I might be able to get punched for 6. That would suck. Although, I can flash Grove Lion and kill it. Or just trade with the Tar if my opponent's in range. Or use this. Or trade the Lava Slasher for it. Yeah, we have plenty of answers here. Also, I'm like miles ahead on resources. The Thunderhorn is a bit scary just because my opponent has tempo and can start pushing face pretty easily here. But like, we have 2 more cards in hand and an extra creature on board. Hopefully this Tar is going to do a lot of damage in a minute. Okay, no, they're going to kill it. Oh, I was playing into Mechanta Warbeast like nobody's business. Let's hope we can top deck one. That'd be sick. Are they going to attack? No. Makes sense, I guess. Options. Eat this, natural selection, flash Thunderhorn, Eggmorph, nothing. Replace into Mechanta. Kind of want all these cards. Oh, that's pretty good. I say that, it doesn't actually do very much. No, I think we're Eggmorphing. Sorry, not Eggmorph. We're natural selectioning and then flashing our own Thunderhorn. I don't want to get wrecked by Holy Immolation is the only issue. Opponent definitely has that ability. I could just equip the Iridium Scale and pass the turn if I don't want to. If I want to play around that. I can move here and play the Thunderhorn below me or behind me, where my opponent can't really get at it. But then the Thunderhorn's kind of uselessly out the way. I kind of want to stay near my opponent, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, I think I'll just equip this. We get less wrecked by Immolation. I don't really want to spend 2 cards putting a Thunderhorn somewhere out the way. Especially if my opponent has more like Blood Tears or whatever, they can creep minions towards it. You can flash Groove Lion. No, I can't. Not with the not with natural selection. I only had 5 mana. Something looks different. It's probably just the lighting. Like, it's earlier in the day than I usually stream. I haven't changed department for sure. That's an interesting sort of non-play. Yes, play something next to it so I can get frenzy value. So at this point it looks like I'm going... Okay. I don't really care about this, but getting it off the board is useful, just because you don't really want to let Arjun keep frenzy minions. So I can attack it, and then we need natural selection ideally. I don't really want to Eggmorph this, although Eggmorph with Iridium Scale is cute. Can do that and then flash Thunderhorn, move the Lava Slasher over here, attack. Probably don't need the second scale at this point. Okay. Other options. Play Grove Lion, attack this, leave this up, Lava Slasher over here, attack. That lets my opponent get a force field, get a buffed force field minion, which could be an issue. Honestly, I think I still prefer it. Kind of like this line. We don't get rid of the Night Watcher, but I don't have Mechanta Warbeast in hand, so it doesn't matter very much. Like, my opponent's forced to put effort into it. Like, they can't really kill me from here, even if they have Divine Bond or whatever. They have to attack me in order to get rid of the thing, which saves the Lava Slasher. This is spread out, so we're not vulnerable to Immolation. Oh, and I drew an Earth Sphere, that's good. And we can Eggmorph this next turn if my opponent commits resources into it. Which they probably will, because buffing a Force Field minion is useful. So hopefully they will actually go for the, like, Divine Bond or whatever. And we can Eggmorph to punish. We're still ahead on cards. I'm going to be replacing these flashes. My opponent moving that way is good. So this is nice because basically my opponent has to decide between attacking me and killing this. Because they have to attack me with Argent. And we can like... We can afford to leave this in play. Yeah, okay, they're going to roar it. I love this card. It's so annoying. Glad I saved my Agmorph now. We can just ignore this guy for a little while. At least until I draw Natural Selection or Plasma Storm or whatever. Right, Ship a Flash. Sunsteel. Sunsteel is a good draw because we can flash it. That uses up the last flash in an efficient manner. Yeah. So I can back this off. Egmorph the Zir, flash Sunsteel between the Grove Lion and Argent, hit him in the face for 4 damage, and feel good about myself. Opponent hasn't really like used up any cards in hand over the past few turns, which is somewhat concerning, but we get a lot of tempo this way. Thanks to the force fields, my opponent doesn't really have a good Holy Immolation even. And we're still even in hand, even if I keep drawing these useless flash reincarnations. Of note, I kept this in my opening hand on purpose so I could cast it and try it out, and I haven't cast it. Just had better things to do. I mean, the card is good, but like, you know, it's not that exciting. Right. What are we gonna do? This smells like an immolation. Oh, Sunset Paragon. Crap, I forgot about that. Okay. That is rough, but we do almost win this turn. So much healing. At least I can kill the Sunset Paragon as well with the last charge on my scale. Put my opponent to 1 life. Heal up and just kind of dare them to do anything. It might be better to play the Thunderhorn than to buff myself, I think. Like putting them to 2 and putting them to 1 are not dissimilar. And I'm going to play the Earth Sphere to play around random combos. Like, you know, Raw double Divine Bond or something is a lot of damage. If they can buff this to a large size while also avoiding me, then I want to make sure I'm on maximum health, just in case I can't kill them next turn. This is a good draw. See if we can get Grove Lion off it. This is probably an immolation. Alright, sure. Saber Spine Roar to kill. Thunderhorn is fine. Oh wait, does the Thunderhorn attack back and... No, because he can just move it, it's fine. Sure.